Hello everyone, I'm Too Many Lemons, and welcome to Trivial Top 10s with Too Many Lemons.
To Mr.
Too Many Lemons.
For pure love and outstanding.
Alliteration.
I award Gryffindor House 60 points.
That was dumb. Anyway. You probably didn't know this, unless you're stalking me in real life, but I am a huge fan of comic books, and I even work in a comic book store. I'm also a huge fan of DC Comics, so imagine my excitement when I heard the rumors that DC was ending the New 52, /DCU, /DCYOU, /DC whatever, for a new thing called Rebirth. Of course, that was only a rumor. We had no idea that it was actually going to happen. So imagine my surprise when DC Comics co-publisher Dan DiDio and Jim Lee both tweeted this image. It was happening. So now we're less than a month away before the big issue itself, DC Comics Rebirth #1. We still know almost nothing about it though. Like, where's New 52 Superman? Whose hand is that? Why is the book not out yet? And how can you possibly be making a profit off an 80-page book sold for $2.99? But regardless of all that, this is neither the time nor the place for speculation. This is a top 10 list. A trivial top 10 list. Top 10 Rebirth titles I'm looking forward to. Before we start, I'd like to point out, like all top 10s, this is my opinion. Chances are your opinion and mine don't match up perfectly, and that's great. Let me know in the comments what you're looking forward to most. Number 10. All-Star Batman. This one is very high on the list for two reasons. One, I love Scott Snyder, but the taste I have in my mouth right now is super heavy, and it's not a good taste. And two, we have almost no information on this book. All we know is that it's written by the aforementioned Snyder and will feature a cast of great artists like John Romita Jr. and Sean Murphy. Its first arc will focus on Two-Face, with every later arc about a different villain Snyder never got to tackle while headlining New 52 Batman. The villains being Two-Face, as I said before, Poison Ivy, Mr. Freeze, Catwoman, and Penguin. All in all, I'm optimistic of Snyder's new freedom away from continuity, and I'm happy to have him writing where he shines, Bruce Wayne as Batman, not Jim Gordon. Number 9. Superman. Let me start by saying Peter J. Tomasi and Patrick Gleason's Batman and Robin was amazing. Batman and Robin Volume 2 is one of the best depictions of any teenager in comics, let alone Damian Wayne, that I've ever read. And to add on to that already great team, they're now joined by Doug Mankey of The Mask and Under the Red Hood fame. So in other words, the creative team is top notch, and with the book to be about pre-Flashpoint Superman teaching his son Jonathan Kent how to become Superboy, Tomasi is really Batman and Robining this story, and I have a feeling I'm gonna love it. Number 8. Action Comics. Dan Jurgens, best known for writing The Death of Superman and creating Booster Gold. Side note, please give me a Booster book, Jurgens. Take over Action Comics, which is regaining its original pre-New 52 numbering at 957. This book looks to be focusing on the pre-Flashpoint Superman with his wife Lois and son Jonathan. He moves to Metropolis to find that there is another Superman, Lex Luthor, and another Clark Kent. We have no idea who that one is. Oh yeah, and Doomsday. So soon, Dan. First arc. Doomsday. You bastard. Number 7. Before we get to number 7, I want to take a minute and apologize to Carmine. I'm about to murder your name, and I'm so sorry. John Williamson of Nailbiter and Birthright fame, along with artist Carmine Di Giamendencio, whose name I'm pretty sure I just said wrong, and Neil Googe will be taking over The Flash, where it seems things have gone horribly wrong for the fastest man alive. It seems the Speed Force is playing God again and has made many new speedsters. You know, like there wasn't enough already. And Barry takes it upon himself to train them that with great power comes great responsibility. Not all listen to Professor Too Fast, Too Furious, and some become villains, like Godspeed, whose name is awesome. I'm in. Number 6. The Teen Titans. I'm not gonna lie to you. This really should be on my optimistic list. But I'll give you a little prereq. I love the Teen Titans. and think that they're the best teen book of all time. Don't get me wrong, I love the Justice League, but they're too cool for school. Too powerful, you know? I like my teen books to have a little bit of purpose, you know. So when you take 5 lesser heroes, maybe sidekicks, throw them on a team to fight baddies, and also have to live their lives as teenagers, I'm interested. The problem, both New 52 versions of the Teen Titans have been utter trash. So it really all falls on the lap of Ben Percy, who did a Green Arrow New 52 run and a pair of Detective Comics and a guy named John Boy on art. Not to mention, we have no real synopsis of the plot, except for Damian forces them together to fight his grandpappy Raish. And it all has a release date as far off as October. But god damn it, I love Damian Wayne. And the idea of putting him in a situation where he has to learn how to be a team player is too good to be true. Also on the team is Beast Boy Raven Starfire, who I think is around 30, so not much of a teen anymore, and Wally West. I shouldn't be, but I am looking forward to this book. Number 5, Detective Comics. Like Action Comics, Detective Comics will also revert to its Volume 1 numbering, shooting back up to number 934. It will be written by James Tynion IV, who is best known for being a student of Scott Snyder, and he was one of the writers of Batman Eternal and Batman and Robin Eternal. The artist joining him will be Eddie Barrows, best known to me for his art on Nightwing Volume 3. And Alonso Montanez, best known for his work on Convergence Booster Gold. Side note, seriously DC, a booster book would be cool. The book will focus on Batman and Batwoman teaming up to train Stephanie Brown as Spoiler, Tim Drake as Red Robin, Cassie Kane as Orphan, and Clayface. Yeah, you can call me interested. Number 4, Blue Beetle. All I need is this one picture and the synopsis. This is Jamie Reyes with his mentor, Ted Kord. It's about time. The book is written by Keith Griffin, who is known for his Legion of Superheroes run and creating Lobo and Ambush Bug, with art by Scott Collins, who's best known for a run on The Flash. But real talk, now all we need is the question, and yeah, Booster Gold. DC, come on! Number 3, Justice League. Let me start with the fact that the Darkseid War has been the standout book of the DC YOU. It's been immensely entertaining, while the other things have been massive letdowns. So now, moving into Rebirth, I have huge expectations from the Justice League, which will be written by Brian Hitch, who co-created The Authority for Wildstorm and The Ultimates for Marvel, and he will be joined by one of my favorite artists, Tony S. Daniel, who worked with Grant Morrison on Batman R.I.P. and drew the beginning of the New 52 Detective Comics. Also on the book is Fernando Passarin, who worked on New 52 Green Lantern Corps and Batgirl. The plot will revolve around a typical Justice League story. An ancient power rises to reclaim not just the world, but the universe itself. What is it? Who knows? But it will take the likes of Superman, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Batman, Cyborg, and the 2 Green Lanterns, Jessica Cruz, Power Ring, and Simon Baz to take it down. I'm looking forward to it. Number 2, Nightwing. Okay, my bias is showing here just a little bit, but I'll be honest with you. We're lucky this isn't number 1. This is my most anticipated book of Rebirth. Don't misunderstand me. I loved Grayson. It's in my top 3 books of all the New 52/DC YOU. But I am 1000% ready for Nightwing to not only put back on the tights and mask, but the black and blue once more. Writing the book will be Tim Seeley, who with Tom King and Michael Janine knocked Grayson out of the park. He will be joined by Javi Fernandez, who's the artist of Red Hood and Arsenal and Marcus 2. With an arc labeled Better Than Batman, you'd have to try hard to screw it up. Honorable mentions. These are things that I will be picking up maybe the first or second issue to, but I'm not sold on any of them. We might get more information later, and my opinion may change, but as of now, these I'm cautiously optimistic about. Batgirl and the Birds of Prey. There's a goddamn Birds book, people. I'm extremely interested in this book, but it just seems like there's a lot of continuity errors in it just existing. Like, how is Batgirl Oracle if she was only in a wheelchair for like 2 months? And also, Helena Bertinelli was the leader of Spiral. Why is she running around as Huntress like she did pre-New 52? And I'm sure there's something off with Black Canary, I just can't stand her current book, so I have no clue. Guess we'll just have to wait and see. Sticking with Batgirl books, Batgirl. All I need is the arc name Beyond Burnside. Thank God. Babs looks to be a weeaboo now in this new book, as she leaves Burnside to train in Japan. But when comic book things happen, she now needs more than ever to train. What a coincidence! I'm interested, but things could go so wrong with this book. And now on a totally different note, Hellblazer. I love Constantine, but his current books have all been meh. We know precisely nothing about this book, but let's just hope this turns Constantine back into a winner. Super Sons. Keeping with the trend, I know absolutely nothing about this book, except it has Damian Wayne as Robin and Jonathan Kent as Superboy. I can't wait to read it. Trinity. I'm not excited about this book, per se. I'm just happy that they're combining Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman. Take that as you will. And finally, where is Michael Janine? He's my favorite artist, and I don't know if he's taking a break, but he needs to get on a book. All I'm saying is that he should be drawing the new Booster Gold book. DC, do it. Number 1, Batman. No one should be surprised. This book has such great potential. Tom King has quickly become my favorite writer, thanks in big part to everything he touches turns to gold. Grayson, the Omega Men, Vision, and Sheriff of Babylon. Batman looks to have new competition in Gotham as a couple new idealistic heroes show up to fight crime and save it from Batman himself. Also, David Finch is on art, and there is nothing bad I can say about this guy. He is 100% on point. Look at this cover of Action Comics 900. Yeah, this guy is good at art. And that about wraps it up. Thank you for watching my terrible trivial top 10. Is there anything you think I'm wrong about? Let me know in the comments why I'm an idiot. Like this sort of thing? Like the video and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Too Many Lemons, and that was... I'm not doing that again. It was awful last time. See ya.